Welcome to Rooted and Rising, where we share authentic stories to inspire connection and growth. Today I'm super excited about this episode because it is one of my favorite topics, entrepreneurship. I'm super honored to be joined by Thorsten, who is an incredible entrepreneur.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for joining me today. You've accomplished a lot as an entrepreneur. And I know many of our listeners would like to know about the mindset that you start with. So let me ask you, what advice would you give it to someone who would like to be an entrepreneur?
That's a good question. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think that most entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs because they want to be entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. They become entrepreneurs because it's almost stereotype. They see something and there's got to be a better way, or they see a problem and then they can't stop thinking about it and doing it. So I think first of all you have to have ideas,
yes,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of sometimes an idea you have it on Monday and on a Tuesday it's already gone.
Yes.
And sometimes an idea gets its hooks into you.
Right.
And when an idea gets its hooks into you, if you have the entrepreneurial spirit, you just go for it. I think that's what it is, more than wanting to become an entrepreneur.
It's the mindset, the spirit, and also that's what's calling you, wanted to create something that you've seen that you're able to add value to, whatever that space is, right?
Correct. So it's also, I would say, it's an entrepreneur and a business person are not the same thing, right? You can do business, you can get really good at business, want to do business, all this stuff, get an MBA, really get good at that, but not be an entrepreneur. You can be very successful, right? It's not that. But entrepreneurs are really the people who are like, no, you start building something. You just can't help that.
That, of course, that leads to our, with every journey there's a lesson that shapes us along the way. And looking back on your growth journey, what's the most important lesson that you've learned as an entrepreneur?
I think the lesson, the real lesson is that everything you're told how it's supposed to be is not true.
Right.
There's a lot of things that are true, but it's not true. So I figured out at age 14 how to make $350 in 1 hour. I figured this out all by myself.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right? And ever since then, I like to say, although I don't like the analogy, I tasted blood. I'm going like, this is possible.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So all this stuff like being paid for time and minimum wage and all those things just didn't work with my mind anymore. That's the biggest lesson. Once you find a way to provide value, time is irrelevant.
So that experiences really gave you a spark and a taste of success of what it would be like.
Correct.
At early on. That planted a really positive seed for you to say, hey, you know what? I could lean into be more courageous, to really pursue what I could see that's possible for you.
Yes.
That's lovely. That's great. I'm curious, how did you
okay, so I think it's ever so slightly in the gray area from legality, but it's fine.
Okay.
So there's a trade show in Hamburg. It's called You and Your World. Du und deine Welt. I'm German.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that trade show comes every year, and the trade show costs at the time 7 marks to get in. Let's call it $1. It's $7 to get in.
Sure.
But if you had a coupon, you could get in for 5.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So 5, 7. It's a good little discount.
There's a discount.
Yeah. And those coupons were everywhere in Hamburg for free, everywhere.
Wow.
So I picked up 300 plus coupons.
Wow.
And I sold them for $1 in front of the cash register.
That is amazing. And because you are a child, teenagers, that they were chill and cool about that.
Oh, everybody thought I was like cute and cool and like what a smart little kid right here.
That also makes me feel like you were intentional, like you were observant, you pay attention to details, and that crossed your mind. Like you must be good at, math too. It doesn't need to be good at, but at least that you're conscious about math. So you did it a little.
Well, I do know that $7 is more than $5.
Yes. So it tells us we don't have to be super good at math, but having that understanding, that's amazing.
I think it's more an understanding of the value I could
Yeah.
bring and how easily I could communicate
Yeah.
the value. I mean, you got it here right now without knowing any of the circumstances.
Yeah.
And I think that's another part of it. I think many entrepreneurs, myself included at times, make things too complicated. They
Yeah.
see it, but they make it too complicated. So the
True.
simpler you can make it, the better off you are.
They always say the wisdom always comes with how you could simplify the most complex, complicated concept, and you could illustrate it in the most simple way. That means you're truly winning. You truly understand.
Everything as simple as possible, but not simpler.
Yeah. No, that's amazing.